Have you ever heard a story so strange, so unsettling, that it stays with you long after you've heard it? Today we're diving deep into the shadows of history, exploring 5 criminal cases that have left even the most seasoned investigators scratching their heads for decades. These are tales of mystery, intrigue, and questions that remain stubbornly unanswered. So, dim the lights, and let's begin our journey into the unknown. Our first case takes us back to the foggy streets of 19th century London, to the infamous Reign of Terror by Jack the Ripper. In the autumn of 1888, the Whitechapel district was gripped by fear. A series of gruesome murders, all targeting women in the area, shocked the city and the world. The killer was methodical, yet brutal, earning the chilling moniker Jack the Ripper from a letter sent to the media, supposedly from the murderer himself. Despite a massive police investigation and a list of over 100 suspects, including doctors, butchers, and even members of the royal family, the Ripper's true identity was never discovered. He seemed to vanish as suddenly as he appeared, leaving behind a legacy of fear and one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in criminal history. Who was he and why did he stop? The questions haunt us to this day. Next, we travel across the Atlantic to the United States for a story that feels like it is straight out of a Hollywood thriller. In November 1971, a man known only as D.B. Cooper hijacked a Boeing 727 aircraft. He was calm, polite, and claimed to have a bomb in his briefcase. After receiving a ransom of $200,000 and 4 parachutes, he did something unprecedented. Somewhere between Seattle and Reno, he jumped out of the back of the plane into the dark, stormy night with the money. An extensive manhunt followed, one of the longest and most exhaustive in FBI history. Only a small bundle of the ransom money was ever found, washed up on the banks of the Columbia River years later. But D.B. Cooper himself, he was never seen again. Did he survive the perilous jump? Did he make a clean getaway and live out his days in quiet anonymity? Or did he perish in the wilderness? The legend of D.B. Cooper remains an alluring and frustrating puzzle. From a daring skyjacking, we move to a quiet suburban home, and a mystery that has captivated and horrified the public for over 2 decades. On December 26, 1996, 6-year-old beauty queen JonBenet Ramsey was reported missing from her home in Boulder, Colorado. Hours later, her body was found in the basement of the same house. The crime scene was bizarre and contaminated. A long, rambling ransom note was found, but it seemed staged. Suspicions swirled around her parents, John and Patsy Ramsey, but they maintained their innocence. Over the years, theories have pointed to an intruder, a family friend, or even her older brother. Despite countless interviews, DNA analysis, and grand jury investigations, no one has ever been charged with the crime. The case of JonBenet Ramsey is a tragic story of a life cut short and a search for justice that has become a maze of conflicting evidence and endless speculation. Our fourth case takes us to the sun-drenched coast of Australia for a mystery that began on a beach. On December 1, 1948, the body of a well-dressed man was found on Somerton Park Beach in Adelaide. He had no identification, and all the labels on his clothing had been removed. The case took a truly bizarre turn when a tiny rolled-up piece of paper was discovered in a hidden fob pocket of his trousers. On it were the words Tamam Shud, which means ended or finished in Persian. This scrap was traced back to a rare copy of a book of poetry, the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. Inside the book, investigators found what appeared to be a coded message, a message that has stumped cryptographers for over 70 years. Who was the Somerton man? Was he a spy, a jilted lover, or something else entirely? His identity and the meaning of the code remain one of Australia's most profound and enduring mysteries. Finally, we come to a case that is as chilling as it is perplexing: the disappearance of the Soda children. On Christmas Eve 1945, a fire tragically destroyed the Soda family home in Fayetteville, West Virginia. George and Jenny Soda escaped with 4 of their 9 children. Tragically, the other 5 were believed to have perished in the blaze. But here's where the story takes a strange and unsettling turn. No remains of the 5 children were ever found in the ashes. George Soda, a firefighter himself, found the official explanation unbelievable. The family began to suspect that the fire was a cover for a kidnapping. Over the years, strange clues emerged: a mysterious car seen on the night of the fire, a phone call with a strange laugh, and even a photograph mailed to the family years later, purported to be of their grown-up son. Louis the Sodas spent the rest of their lives searching for their missing children, even putting up a billboard on the highway that stood for over 30 years. Were the children taken? Did they somehow survive and start new lives? The fate of the Soda children is a heartbreaking mystery that has never been solved. A lingering ghost from a long ago Christmas Eve, from Jack the Ripper's shadowy alleys to the open skies of D.B. Cooper, from the tragic scene in the Ramsey home to the coded message of the Somerton man, and the enduring hope of the Soda family. These cases remind us that sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. They are puzzles with missing pieces, stories without an end. They continue to fascinate and baffle us, proving that some secrets are just too well kept. What do you think happened in these cases? Do you have a theory? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the unexplained. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more dives into the world's greatest mysteries. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.